Right everyone, and welcome to the 20th and final round of Season 8 in Formula Xbox. And yep, it is the Belgian Grand Prix then at the legendary Spa circuit. And yep, here we are then, a nice dry qualifying then to round off the season. And yep, the championship all wrapped up then, the Drivers' Championship that is, but the Constructors still to play for here then. 15 points is the gap between Mercedes and Ferrari, so we still have a chance. But yeah, obviously going to be very difficult with the obviously with Mercedes having the new Drivers' Champion Manny crowned last time out. And yeah, obviously it's the last race of the season, and yeah, I'm sad to say that I won't actually be continuing with Formula Xbox next season. They are continuing with Season 9 on this game, and yeah, sadly I am not going to be part of it. And it's nothing at all to do with the league, because I still have a great time, you know, racing here. But as I said a few weeks ago in a video, I've just been sort of losing a lot of motivation with this game. It's sort of disappointing me in quite a few ways, and obviously like with problems coming up, and I really just don't want to commit to doing like 3 leagues or even really 2 at the moment. Like on this game, I really feel like, sort of, especially having done it last year with 2016, I think doing 3 leagues again this year was a mistake really, because I just don't have the motivation to, you know, do 3 leagues on this game. So yeah, I've decided that for the time being I'm going to cut it down to just 1, and I'm probably going to be doing like iRacing as well in the meantime. But yeah, that's not to say that we might like never come back, because you know, that's always a possibility, you know, if the next game is, you know, a lot better and, you know, I have more motivation to do more leagues. But yeah, for now this is going to be our final time racing in Formula Xbox, and yes, hope to make it a good one then, as the strategy then, well, the weather I should say for the start is going to be heavy rain. Once again it says the intermediates are going to be faster, but I really don't know how much you can trust that. So we're going to play it safe with everyone else and go with the wet tyres then for the start. The P5 on the grid. We've got lights coming on now then. And away we go. And it is a pretty good start actually, given the conditions. We're on the inside line for turn 1, and we're looking to the inside here of Midget. And I don't think he really noticed me there on the inside, or maybe he had Bolton sort of close to miles outside, but either way there's contact there. But luckily it didn't really seem to affect either of us too much. In fact, he's actually gone and overtaken Bolton, so it really didn't seem to hurt him at all there. But yeah, a little bit of contact, which luckily we both got away with, no damage or anything, as it's Sinan, I think, who was taking the lead, I think, from Manny there, the pole sitter. And it looks like, yeah, running outside into Lacombe, Sinan has taken the lead then of the race. That is good news for us then. It's not going to be enough in the championship, unfortunately, as things done, but yeah, still plenty of time to go, and we'll see if we can gain some places here then. The top 5 is staying very close. We sort of built up a bit of a gap, I think, to those behind us. And as you see here, going into lap 2, it is still quite close between the top 5, but yeah, we pulled out over a second. K Gibbs in 6th position there. As yeah, looks like Sinan and Manley actually are pulling away very slightly, and then Bolton and Midget may be a little bit of a gap to us, but we're gonna, I think, reel them both back in here then, as they were battling down towards Eau Rouge and now down the Camel Straight. We've got a good run here, but Midget has also got a good run on Bolton. He's going to look to the inside, and I really don't fancy making it 3 wide in these conditions. And we tuck him behind for the time being. A long way still to go in this one, and yeah, it really wasn't worth going for a move there. And yeah, we stay in P5 for the time being then, as yep, still our teammate just about hanging on in the lead of the race for the time being. As we skip to lap 3 now then, we've dropped a little bit of ground, but yeah, unfortunately Sinan has now dropped to 4th place, having been overtaken by Mel, and then also Bolton and Midget, but Midget there spinning off, going out of you know, I can't actually remember what that corner's called now, which is quite annoying. I think it's like Liège or something, I'm not sure, but yeah, we're up to 4th place nonetheless. And as you can see, by lap 4 it is actually, well, the rain has actually lightened up quite a bit, and yeah, certainly my plan here was to go over to Winters on this lap, but I knew that obviously still want to do the same, so if possible I really want to try and overtake him here if I could, but then he loses the back end, so do we. We both hold it, but he went out onto the grass there, so we're going to get much better drive and yeah, overtake him. But yeah, that could have been a very bad moment there for the team, but luckily he got away with it, and luckily for us then we have managed to take the position. So yeah, that's exactly what we needed to do there, because I really didn't feel like staying out another lap on these tyres or queuing up behind in the pit lane, and it looks like Senna's decided to go for one more lap, but yeah, the wet tyres are past their best now, I think, and yeah, the Inters are very much the tyre of choice at this point, as Melanie's already been in and Bolton's in front of us, and out of the pits we come. Then we're going to be on the Inters now then, and yeah, the Haas just gets released there in front of us, but we're going to be out then in probably, well, be a net third place now then, but a few people have stayed out. I think Elusive Kev was one of them, and it looks like Pro Racing just behind us on wet tyres. I was really hoping he wouldn't try and overtake us here into a route, but he stays on the inside there. But yeah, luckily we just about managed to hang on to that one, and then up in front of us Elusive Kev is off into the wall, and then I think Pro Racing may have actually collected him there, I'm not sure, but he's crashed out of the race. So yeah, luckily just avoiding that one then, as yeah, we were indeed in P3 overall, and by lap 9 the rain had actually stopped now then, so it was just a case now of when was the track going to be dry enough. I thought maybe another lap or two, but yeah, by the end of the lap, in fact, I already could see it was getting quite dry, and I selected the super soft tyres there just in case. And then we do actually get a call now to change the strategy, and yeah, Mel and Bolton are both in, but the tyres they give us there are neither ones I really want. I'd rather go to super softs here than softs, and I definitely don't want Inters. I accidentally pick Inters there, and luckily though it seemed to lock in my tyres as soon as I went into the pit entrance, so we did have super soft tyres then for our stop, but not for Melanie though, because he has just gone out again on another set of Inters, so that is race run for him surely. Unfortunately we lost a lot of time there because we slowed right down trying to sort out our tyres going into the pit lane. But yeah, we're certainly going to be up to P2 then, because Mel's gone back out on intermediate tyres, so yeah, that is obviously a big shame for him then. That obviously he was comfortably leading, and well, he had a few seconds anyway, and yeah, he's going to have to make another stop now then. That moves up to P2, and we'll have to see what we can do about this 5-second gap we've got to Bolton. Well, by lap 16 we had managed to catch him up then. I did, as I said, I did feel that the super soft tyres were the right choice, well, the right choice of tyres here, because yeah, they can last the distance from there, and I was just hoping that their pace would, you know, keep me in this one, and like for long enough to catch him up and overtake him, and then just hopefully hold on to the end of the race. As you can see there, we did have a decent run down the Camel Straight, but we were too far back to really go for an overtake. But here now then, through Blanchemont and towards the bus stop, we did have a very good chance, but then we dipped our wheels on the grass in the braking zone, and yeah, that was never going to go well, and yeah, he managed to retake the lead there. But on the next lap we once again get a good run. We'll try not to do what we did last time, but he is going to defend the inside line again. We'll try and look to the outside, but yeah, he braked very late there, and then I think parking the bus a bit on the apexes there just to make sure we didn't get a sort of a switch back down the pit straight. But that's alright for us, because we can just sit in behind here and make sure we get that DRS just before Eau Rouge, and then yeah, make sure we get a good line through there and through Radion, and we should be in a good position then down the Camel Straight. As here we go then up Radion, and yeah, we're right behind him now then, and yeah, we're on the racing line, and yeah, we're through, and we're just going to move across now then just to try and break that slipstream a little bit. But yeah, we're through and into the lead then. We've got our braking zone right, and yeah, we just got to try and hold on now if we can. Hopefully our super soft tyres are up to it. And yeah, onto the final lap then. The gap did stay just about under a second, so he probably was going to have DRS here then at this point, but then he drops actually coming out of turn 1, so that takes the pressure off us and puts him back into that battle for second place. And of course this is Constructors' Championship points, you know, up for grabs here, as Sinaz up to third. In fact, make that second now then, as Kung Fu Kenny Jack has just gone off the road and Melanie's up to third. But with Midget actually having a bad race after that spin earlier, we are now in Constructors' Championship position, so with only a few corners to go. We've got a nice comfortable lead, and it's looking like it's going to be a 1-2 here then for Ferrari, and that will be enough as it stands to be Constructors Champions. So yeah, we're coming around the final 2 corners now, and yeah, couldn't have asked for a better way to end our time in Formula Xbox as we take the win, and it is going to be a 1-2, and as I say, the Constructors Championship wrapped up. So yeah, a perfect way to end things off really, and yeah, a great result, and obviously great to have sort of like my teammate and also my main rival this season up on the podium for the final time. And yeah, really has been a great season. Saw the first time in the top tier that we've actually challenged for the championship. Sadly we couldn't do it, but we do get the Constructors end for, well, the second season in a row, because we got carried by the Amazement last season, but yeah, luckily this time we managed to get the most points. But yeah, obviously couldn't have done it without Sam. He actually takes third in the drivers in the end then, so a great team effort there to get it in the end. And it has been a really great time, have to say, in Formula Xbox. Obviously, as I said, this is our sort of our time up now in the league for, well, certainly for now. And yeah, it has been a very great few years. We joined the league back in, I think, October-ish 2013, back when there were 2 tiers, and yeah, obviously being a new driver we were put into the second tier with a lot of people that I knew from sort of TGP and then also Pinnacle, and yeah, obviously a lot of great memories raced in that one. We had the very exciting championship battle with Insignia that season, and then yeah, we've been in the top tier ever since. Sort of since the switch to next gen, I think we've done a little bit better really. We did pick up that win in the first race in Australia in season 6, and we've had a few more since then, and certainly I think, as I said, this season has been you know, much better from us, and yeah, managing to pick up a few wins and challenge for the championship. So yeah, overall it has been a really fun time in this league, and yeah, there's like too many people that like to thank really for the great times in the league. So I'll just say thank you, of course, to Drastic Midget, or just Drastic, I think go by now, or Drastic Inferno, for the great job that he does with this league. And obviously he's been running it for a very long time now, since the F1 2012 days, and yeah, the league's still going strong, about to go into its 9th season. So yeah, obviously thank you to him for, you know, welcoming me into the league, and yeah, making it like a great league to race in for so many seasons. And also I want to say thanks to Alex Stopp as well, because he was the one who like initially got me into the league at the time, well, back when I did join, because yeah, that was back when he actually did YouTube videos, and yeah, his live comms for these races were really what, you know, sort of got me interested in actually racing in this league, because yeah, I really enjoyed those vids. So yeah, thank you to him for that one then, and of course thank you to everyone that raced within this league. It's been a great time, and yeah, obviously a lot of people that we've raced with since, well, for 5 games I think now then. Well, actually only 4 games, because we didn't race on 2015 because yeah, that was a trash game. But yeah, obviously, as I said, there are too many people to name, but yeah, thank you for the great times in Formula Xbox. And yep, that is it then for today. The final standard should be on screen at the moment, and yeah, that is it then for season 8 of Formula Xbox. Hope you enjoyed this race. If you did, leave a like, and I shall see you for my next league race, which will be AOR in Brazil. So thanks for watching, and see you then. Goodbye.